Hello, everybody. Happy Wednesday. It's Sarah here, one of the drivers at the parent trip. I'm the primary organizer for this event that's happening this Saturday. And it's been so much fun bringing these providers together and planning to have this event all together in person. We've all really enjoyed, I think, being virtual. It's just not the same. It's just not the same. The energy's not the same. The ability to ask your personal questions, that vibe has always been there for the virtual events. The idea that you could watch live and type in your questions. But the virtual events are like 5 hours long. And so to like really have the time to ask questions and fit all that in is really tricky. So the thing that's wonderful about this in-person event is that you can come and you can go straight to that person. You've been like, I have been wanting to know the answer to this question, and they can like really hear your anxieties about it. They can hear your excitement about it. They can hear a lot of things and really get into the weeds with you about it. And let me tell you, each of these providers is so passionate about what they do that, like for me with lactation, I am so excited. When you come and ask me a question, I will talk your ear off. So super excited to have you all with us this Saturday. It's going to be really fun. It's from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at Ready, Set, Grow. I'm hoping that Danielle's going to join me here in a little bit and we'll just talk about her space. But until she gets here, let me just tell you like what the event looks like, because most of you probably have only been to our virtual events, right? The first in-person events happened back in 2019. A lot's happened since then. And we're really, really super excited to do this. So how it works is you show up and in front of you is a table and it shows you all of the giveaway baskets that you can win goodies from. It also has a little basket with passports. Let me show you. I did a whole little walkthrough on Instagram, but I'll show you guys here because I know that not all platforms show through. Got little passports, and this is your like guide to take home. So not only is it your way to enter the giveaway, but it is also, you take this page home and it has all the providers from that category on it. So when you get home and you're like, oh, I talked to this amazing acupuncturist, she works with kids, and honestly there's not that many pediatric acupuncturists, you probably could Google that, but instead you can just open your little passport, you can go to the Beyond category, and you can go, oh, Corinne, that's Corinne, and there's her Instagram handle, I can go talk to her. You'll see my stickers. So what this is your little map, and you get stickers or stamps from each provider, and that's how you enter the giveaways, by talking to the providers in that category and getting stamps. Do you want to see mine? I love them so much. They're boobs, of course. So like when you come and talk to me about lactation, I'll take one of my stickers. We'll open your passport up to the postpartum page. So here's your place where I'm going to put my sticker. On the other side is where you have the information to take home. So here at the top, here's me, lactation, Sarah, Opus Lactation, and my Instagram handle. So you can come find me later when you think of a question that you like meant to ask me and you forgot. You better believe I'm excited to do that for you. Also in this little passport, we've got information about our Patreon, which is really important because this event is free. In case you haven't noticed, there are no tickets being sold. We're not charging you raffle, ticket entries. Everything is free, and that's on purpose. We believe it's so important to have equal access to information. So come, learn from 14 different providers, all about how they can help you. Some of them have like sliding scale fees if accessibility is something financially that you're worried about. All these people have the most amazing hearts. So don't let any of that stop you. Come and learn about how these things can help you. Like for me with lactation, it's like, I know that it can cost money to get support for lactation, but also it can save you a lot of money in the future. So if you choose to switch to formula, that's okay. But if you don't want to, the cost of formula is pretty high. So the cost of a lactation consult in a lot of ways can balance out and end up being cheaper in the long run. And these are the kinds of things that you can talk through with us in person. So yeah, here's a passport. You get this when you come in. So you carry this with you as you walk through, and the whole room is organized as a journey. So you start at pregnancy and you have your providers there, and then you move on to birth, postpartum, and beyond as you get around the room. And if you don't want to go in that order, if you want to jump around, do whatever you want to do. But that's just how it's laid out. We will have a room in the back that's like a little play area. We also have a little changing area, changing table, and nursing area. I imagine most of you at this stage in the game will probably not want to go in those rooms and want to just kind of keep those things happening outside in the open air, and that's okay, but they are there if you need them. We're trying to be really cautious. We're going to take your temperature when you come in. It's just, what it is. This is the world we live in. I've got a box of masks ready if you forget yours. All the providers are vaccinated. We're all going to be masked. Ideally, everyone will give each other space. We're all practiced at that at this point. What else? It's just a really chill thing. In the past, we had snacks. We're not bothering with that this time. Like, not that you weren't going to get hungry, but we just don't need anybody like dipping their hands into we're not in a potluck stage of life yet, right? But yeah, between 10 and 2, whenever your baby naps, if you want to come before or after, or if you need to nap, if you're pregnant and you're like, whew, 1 to 2 is my nap time on a Saturday, you can come before or after, if it's earlier. And yeah, you can just come and talk to us. You do not have to be present to win the raffle baskets. They are valued. You guys, this is crazy. Between the 4 baskets, they're worth over $3,000. The first basket alone is over $1,600. And that's because there is a really big ticket item in there. And that is a photo session with Ashley Bem, who is amazing. And you definitely want to win that basket. I want to win that basket. I don't get to, but I do. Her pictures are gorgeous. So yeah, there's some really amazing services in there. I threw some lactation stuff in the postpartum basket. We've got books of all different types, both like preparation books about like the parenting journey. I've contributed a book called Brave New Mama that's poetry that's really beautiful about the experience. Lots of really wonderful stuff. So you can come to win stuff. You can come to learn stuff, hopefully both. What else is there to know? If you have questions, please feel free to throw them in the comments. I'm not going to hang out on here a super long time. This is our normal mixtape day. We do the first and third Wednesday. If you haven't heard about the mixtape, it is a show that Olivia and I do on YouTube, but also on podcast form, where we talk about the whole parenting journey. Sometimes we dive into pregnancy related stuff. Sometimes we talk into Halloween. Sometimes we talk about COVID and how awful it is. And so we just like dive into that with, say, childcare or anxiety, those kinds of different things. And sometimes we have guests on. We have a new series we've had 1 episode of so far. It's like my favorite. It's Growing Your Family By. And so this first episode was Growing Your Family by Domestic Adoption. And that family is just so wonderful. They're also friends of mine, so I'm biased. But we talked for a really long time about their whole journey of how they ended up growing their family by domestic adoption. It didn't even start that way, right? Like most people, have a different idea in mind of how they're going to grow their family. And sometimes it just has to evolve. And so we're going to do a whole series on different ways that you can grow your family. Like the mixtape is just basically this huge, wide range of topics all about how to make your parenting journey a little bit easier on yourself, on your kiddo, on your marriage, lots of things. So that's on YouTube and on podcast form, pretty much anywhere that you listen to podcasts, the first and third Wednesday of each month. And this is the first Wednesday of August. Happy August. I just celebrated a birthday. It's the best month. And instead of doing a mixtape episode today, I wanted to pop on and be live and talk to you about this event because it's going to be really fun and exciting. And you should just hear all of the providers in the background talking about how excited we are to be with you all in person. I know things are still really scary right now. And if you don't feel comfortable coming, that's okay. One of the things that Danielle of Ready, Set, Grow, this is her space that we're hosting it in. We've been discussing is there's a bunch of tables out front that actually belong to the restaurant next door, and they're closed during our event. And so we're going to create some little stations out front in full open air where, say, you're pregnant and you are or are not vaccinated. It doesn't actually matter, but either way, you're still feeling uncomfortable going inside of a space. You could just let us know. We're going to have someone at that front table pretty much all the time, and just let us know, like, hey, I really wanted to talk to the labor doula who's here. I have questions, but I don't really feel comfortable coming inside. Is that possible? We're going to set you up with those tables, and one of us will go and get Marnelli and bring her out, and she can ask you, you can ask her all the questions, and she'll give you all the answers out in the open air. Still masked, whatever you want to do to be safe. So we're trying to be really cautious and aware of safety issues, and we know that this is a really vulnerable time for you. So what else? Ready, Set, Grow is such a beautiful space. It's on Killingsworth, 5433 Northeast 30th Avenue, right off Killingsworth. There's coffee nearby, there's restaurants nearby, there's shops. It's a really fun little area. If you haven't been there before, her space is gorgeous. It's all wood floors. She teaches amazing classes out of there. And then like movement classes, but then she also hosts things like our event and other like educational classes and things. It's a really wonderful space. And one of the cool things about the space that made me feel comfortable choosing to host our event there is that her whole front wall opens up. So there's like 2 French doors and a regular door next to each other, and those are going to be open. And then the rest of the wall is really like half a wall. The windows open up in the front. So those will all be open. We're going to have 2 air purifiers running in the space, masks, vaccinations, taking your temperature. Obviously, if you're having any symptoms, please don't come. We wish we could see you, but we don't want to put anyone at risk. Yeah, we're just really excited to spend time with you. Like, just really, really, really excited. Yeah, so if you have questions, please feel free to throw them in the comments. My toddler might be coming to say hello. Do you want to say hello to the internet? No? Well, then you better leave.
I'm hungry.
Okay, I'll be out in just a minute.
I'm hangry.
Oh, no, he's hangry, you guys.
No, I'm not hangry.
You said it, not me.
I said hungry. Hungry.
I'll be out in a minute.
Hungry.
I will not be bringing the toddler with me.
Very food language.
Yeah, so you're gonna say hi? Say hi, internet.
Hi.
All right, get out of here. I'll see you in a minute. Yeah, I've been gathering up all the giveaway items. We've got the passports ready to go. What else do you need to know? I mean, honestly, I think that covers it. It's like a really simple, lovely event where it's just so chill. That's what I love about it. Like, I've been to the big baby conventions before, and I remember being pulled in a bunch of different directions by, like, there's a photographer here and over there. Like, which one do I choose? Do I really have to talk to both? Because that's a lot of energy for my pregnant body to deal with. So that's the model of the parent trip, is not that we don't see the value in having a lot of options. Options are absolutely the choice. We want you to have informed options, but we also don't want to overwhelm you, and we don't want to take up all of your brain energy for the day. So there's one of each type. There's one chiropractor, one lactation consultant, one labor doula, one therapist. There's a bunch of us, right? One of each kind. So the idea is that you come and you meet me and you hear about lactation work. And if for whatever reason you're like, I don't really want to work with a purple-haired lactation consultant, or whatever the reason is, that's okay. I helped you get the information to know that you did want to work with somebody, and there's a lot of amazing lactation consultants in Portland. And then you can just be informed and go out and find someone who does work for you. So that's the whole model, is that there's one of each type. You can get educated. I think you're going to love them all. I think all the people that are coming to be providers at the parent trip are just the most wonderful people, and you should totally hire them and work with them. But also, they're just here to help you understand how their modality is really beneficial for your parenting journey. So anyway, our whole thing is like, let us help you navigate. Let us do it. We're here for you. We're excited about it. So yeah, we'll be there on Saturday at Ready, Set, Grow from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And yeah, bring your bodies and come say hi. And we're super excited. We'll see you then.